I bought this house 5 years ago. I told my loan officer, I went into a branch in Marietta of what was then Wachovia, now Wells Fargo, and I said, I want to buy a home, but I want to buy it in the old-fashioned way. I don't want creative financing. I don't want an adjustable rate mortgage. I don't want declared income. Keep it simple. Keep it straightforward. If I can't really afford to buy this and stay in this house, I'll live without it. She said, okay, and I thought my request had been honored. Now, 5 years later, I'm having to fight to keep my home. Wells Fargo, I met every requirement. I dropped everything I was doing when they said we need another piece of paperwork faxed to us. I canceled appointments, work appointments, business appointments I had that day to get them the paperwork as quickly as possible. Did this several times. Finally, they turned down my application on the technicality that they did not have transcripts of my tax returns from the IRS. They had copies of my tax returns that I had provided them. They had a sworn statement from me that said everything I've told you is true and complete. They even had notification from the IRS that the transcripts would be forthcoming. And they still refused to approve my loan application, refused to even consider it until those transcripts were in, and would not postpone the auction 1 month, one more month, in order for those forms to come in. The irony, the paradox of this is that those transcripts came in the day after the foreclosure. If they had postponed it, if they'd given me conditional approval, it would have worked out, but they wouldn't do it. So now I'm fighting to keep my home, and I love my house. I'm almost without words, almost speechless. Just the support that I'm getting, the people who are lending me their power and giving me a chance to have some hope again. The Occupy Our Homes Atlanta, the Cobb Coalition for Change, my neighbors, my spiritual community, Emerson Unitarian Universalist, people from all of those groups and more who are supporting me because I'm standing up and I'm saying I'm not going to be ashamed and I'm not going to be silent anymore. That support and the hope I'm getting makes me feel so good. I'm so glad I'm getting a chance to do this so that I can hopefully keep my home and that other people in Cobb County can keep theirs too.
My name is Rich Pellegrino. I'm representing the Cobb United for Change Coalition, a coalition of human and civil rights organizations and individuals who are concerned about everybody's rights and making Cobb a welcoming and inviting community and a unified community. And this is a historic day in Cobb County because thanks to Steve Boudreaux, who is standing up. You know, many people suffer in silence and shame when it comes to foreclosure, but he's standing up and speaking out. And it always takes a plaintiff, a brave plaintiff, to come out and bring rights abuses to the forefront. And this is what Steve is doing. So, and let's make it clear, housing is a right, a human right, okay? All over the world it is viewed there. Why should it not be viewed as a right in America, the richest country on earth? Okay, so we want to thank Steve. We want to thank Occupy Atlanta, Occupy Our Homes Atlanta for coming here and supporting this initiative and helping guide us through this. And we plan to stand behind Steve and anyone else who comes forward in Cobb County, as Steve has, to defend their right to a house, to a home, to a place to reside. And we will, we'll do whatever it takes in a nonviolent method. So thanks again for the support, and thanks to you, Steve, for standing up for us all in Cobb.
My name is Maria Benitez, and I'm a citizen of Cobb County, And we, the people, are very powerful. If we unite and fight against the banks that were bailed out and now they are forgetting the responsibility, we can band together and we can fight the banks. People are very, very powerful and they need to be aware that we have all this power if we unite. It's not acceptable what they're doing because they were bailed out, so we need to fight and we're ready for a fight. Thank you.
I'm Diana House, a neighbor here that loves this community, and with the economy like it is, home prices at the low values they are, we just don't need any more problems with people not being able to even live in a home. I just think that the banks need to step up and do their part. We supported them, now they need to show some compassion in these hard times, because everyone's hurting.